All right, we're back. It's very interesting. I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm starting to realize that my connection with the sun is getting closer and more connected. So, whereas the sun is awake on another side of the earth, you know what I mean, another part of the earth, I'm still awake now because I think I'm connected with the sun and I don't know if I can get much sleep. But that's okay because if I feel like I have enough energy to stay awake and build this entire thing in one night, that's actually a good thing. That's pretty progressive. So I can't be too, hurt over that. I guess it's probably all part of the awakening process. Just once you pop, you don't stop, I guess, huh? Guess I'm almost there. So a lot of people say something about, Grim blocked me or whatever. You guys are just trying to antagonize me. I mean, a lot of you bullshit artists out there saying it will give, donations and all this and you don't. And then you antagonize me, say stupid stuff, and you guys act ridiculous. Then I have to block you. I can't just sit here and listen to your nonsense. So the people that want to learn that are out there, the real, spirit destinies, the real unicorns, the real people that want to be a super saiyan, want to really do something, this channel is for you guys. You know what I mean? And the people that don't want to learn or don't want to be a part of it, they could just, go over wherever they want to go and just leave me alone and, dwindle themselves back into some kind of obscurity or whatever, or wherever they came from, layman, cookie boredom, or whatever that you want to call it. But speaking of blocking, boom, blocks. This Oregon accumulator is almost finished. All I gotta do is put one door on it with the hinge. So I gotta tape there so I can cut it right on the line. But it's gonna go inside and it's gonna have a hinge. It's gonna open up probably along this area here. So essentially, this thing is accumulating chi inside of it, and the steel steals from the chi, life force energy of the maker in the air, and puts it in a box so it can accumulate, and then you can use it to heal yourself, charge your foods and everything. And it's significant. Like when I put my hand right here, it's hot. It's super hot, like a super electrical convection. Passed over is very clean, but it's real hot. And I put my hand back here, and it's like. So if I put this wall up, it's going to accumulate. It's going to become so strong that it's like a super box. Like if I were to put it on my head or put my hands in it in a hole that closed it all off, I stuck my hand in it like a hole or something, then I can charge up my hands. And you can do anything with this thing. So just to show you an example, here. I put my water in here. This is distilled water. This is all I'm consuming right now. Barely this at all. Most of the day I don't drink or eat, or I don't eat anything anymore. But I'm barely even drinking water now because of this connection. I'm super immensely hydrated. I don't really need to eat anything. I haven't been drinking water most of the night. Like maybe like a couple of sips from, down. Like that's all I had like today. Well, actually I had one bottle like that, and then I had this much just a little while, like an hour ago. I'm not even hungry or anything. It's amazing. It's absolutely astonishing what the connections with the earth, and even breathing. That's something that I just learned to do better. I learned some awesome breathing techniques from a guy. He was pretty cool. And yeah, man. I also want to tell you, unfortunately, I'm a big debater, and everybody knows that I'm like that. So if I don't agree with you, I'm going to debate with you. And if I make you feel kind of like if I make you feel like a fool or something and I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. But if I don't agree with you, I just don't. It's just what it is. And that's just how I am. People don't take it personal because I'm on Facebook debating with people over the shape of the earth. You know what I mean? Look at the doodle. Very interesting. So anyways, this thing, I sit this in there for maybe an hour or two, maybe a week. If I leave that in there for a week, it's going to come out like the fruit on Dr. Dolittle coming from Hyperborea. If I leave that in there for a week, it's going to glow like the radioactive piece of metal on The Simpsons that went into the back of his little cloak or whatever, his little suit. So I'm just saying, like, this is known to leave glows on people when they come out of this electromagnetic chamber, and then they can do stuff with their hands, and it's really cool. So this is mainly for food. This one, it's just not that big. So it's mainly for food. You know, plants, if you put a plant in there, it'll grow yields like crazy. If you put, you know, oh my gosh, it's just the opportunities and the possibilities are endless because it's a orgone chi machine, life force energy that builds up in it and builds up in it and builds up in it to the point where the magnetic field will come off the sides and literally just reverberate all over. So what I'm going to do on the front here, on the front of this door, I'm going to put a little hole with a funnel that sends it shooting out all in the environment. So it's just going to be an all-encompassing, really amazing. There's another doodle right there on the side. It's usually carouseling around the object, a tree, a rock. Typically, you'll see it carouseling. All right, so if you don't know what a doodle is, that's a divine creation. It's a marking of a facial feature that they call doodles, and the female that makes it is actually your maker. She's a female, so a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people don't let it go over their head. That's the reason why you can't see the faces on the trees, because they calcify your pineal gland. They're all like ghost faces. Like the sun's got a ghost face. Like, son, you sound like what? Ghost face. Like, they all know about all this Mr. Cheek stuff. They already know. So when you see the doodles everywhere else, then it's just all encompassing. The trees, the rocks, everything got doodles on them. So yeah, that's why I'm pointing it out. That they'll tell you that it's a disease of your brain, like periodia or whatever. That's because they don't want you to know that this is really going on. Your maker is doing this. It's even got a chin. Your maker is doing that in the background. While you do stuff, there's something creative going on while you're doing things, you know, with clay or anything. So yeah, orgone accumulator. So I set this cup of water in here, will literally charge up to the point that where it's so electromagnetic to the touch, I'll just touch it and then fill it up, put it back in there again, let it accumulate more chi. And that's just an awesome way to, go about it. And, yep, essentially you just want to keep on sun gazing and do everything. But this is, what I'm trying to do is just, induce my food with more electromagnetics as much as possible. And live a healthier life. So, everyone, get the steel wool, steel plating, the foamular dielectric board that holds and insulates electricity without actually passing over. It's just regular foam, styrofoam board, really, but it's an insulator, and you basically want to get some insulation. And this one's formular. That's the one that I got on this one. It sounds like formula, kind of, and it's like an anti-static, or it's not anti-static. It's energy saving. And most of them are, but when you think about that, what does that mean to you? Energy saving. It just says it all over it. So it insulates the energy. It keeps it capsulated in, no matter, even if there's like a little seam open or barely, it just keeps it insulated in there, and it gets trapped in there. It ain't gonna come out. And that's awesome, man. So check it out. Check out Wilhelm Reich, the guy that invented this. And have a nice life. Have a blessed day. And stay awake.